Assalamu alaikum, welcome to this new Arabic lesson with me, Maha. Today I'm going to teach you the partitive case. Partitive is when we make one of the kids, one of the teachers. So we make the singular, one out of a lot of things. I don't know if it's called partitive in English. In Arabic we call it partitive. Taking one part of a lot of things. What we need here is to know the singular and plural of things. I have dedicated one lesson on the plural, masculine and feminine. If you still didn't see it, you can click here and it will lead you to the lesson of plurals. You need that in order to know how to make the partitive. Now in Arabic, we have two ways of making partitive. The first way is using the word one of the many. And you need also, of course, the preposition of, which is min. Min means of. So what we need in the first way is to use the word one, which is واحد in Arabic. واحد means one. Also when you're counting you say واحد, اثنان, ثلاثة. So واحد means one. واحد, min, of, and the plural of the words you want to do. This is the first way on how to do the partitive in Arabic. Let's make one example. One of the teachers. واحد, teachers are males, so واحد من, one of. المدرسين. مدرس means teacher. مدرسين is the plural, teachers. You can also say مدرسون because I taught you that the un at the ending is the plural. Un and in are the same. In this case we prefer to use the in for motives of declension. I'm not going to enter in declension because actually nobody uses it in Arabic, but I'm going to dedicate one whole lesson on declension in the following lesson. Okay, so for now don't care if you're saying واحد من المدرسون or واحد من المدرسين, it's the same. Use in this case. So واحد من, one of, المدرسين. Al is the article and you by now it's like an advanced lesson or not a beginner lesson, so by now you might you should have already learned the article al and you understand what I'm talking about. So واحد من المدرسين, one of the مدرسين. If it was one of the male teachers, it would have been واحدة, one, because we have also female and male for the numbers. I'm sorry, but you should also know this. واحدة, min, of, and the plural of the word مدرسة, which is مدرسات. Also, you know that the plural, feminine plural, always ends with at. So واحدة من المدرسات, one of the teachers. واحدة من المدرسات. واحد من المدرسين, one of the male teachers. واحدة من المدرسات. So this is the first way on how to do the partitive. You put the number one, female and male. You put min, which means of, and you put the plural of the word you want to take the part of it. Okay? واحد من, واحدة من. The second way on how to do the partitive in Arabic, which is a really funny way because every time I teach it, like my students don't get it, but it's actually very logical. It's to put the singular of the word, min, and then the plural of the word. So instead of using the word one, you use the word مدرس, teacher. So مدرس من المدرسين, it means a teacher of the teachers. It's logical. I don't know if in English you have something like this, but it turns really logical on the human mind. Doesn't have a lot of like strange things. You just put, instead of the word one, you use the singular, so the like mathematical look of this phrase would be singular min plural. Very easy. Instead of one min plural. Singular min plural. مدرس من المدرسين. أو مدرسة, female teacher, من المدرسات. So مدرس من المدرسين, مدرسة من المدرسات. One other example is one of the kids. I can, using this way, I can say ولد من الأولاد, one of the girls. بنت من البنات. So you see, I'm putting the singular word, I'm putting min, which means of, afterwards, and the plural of the same word that I'm using. So ولد من الأولاد, or you can say واحد من الأولاد. بنت من البنات, or you can say واحدة من البنات. This is actually easy up until now. This is how you make partitive. But the only problem begins when you have a sentence like this. One of the teachers of the school. So you have two of. Actually, it's like apostrophe S in English, like the genitive case. And this is where we have a small problem in Arabic, because we have to remember the lesson about idafa, when we add something that belongs to something else. Idafa, I made one full perfect lesson actually. Like I see sometimes my lessons and I say, oh my god, there can't be any better explanation to modesty. No, but like seriously, you have to go and like for the lessons, like some lessons are horrible. My lessons are horrible and I usually delete them without you knowing. But some of the lessons are really well made and well explained, like this one of idafa, and I advise you to go and see it. So let's go back to partitive. Why did I mention idafa? Idafa is when we have something that belongs to something else. Like in the partitive example, one of the students of the school or one of the teachers of the school. There we have teachers of the school, which we need to do using idafa. I'm going to give you one example. Let's take the example of before. One of the teachers. واحد من المدرسين or مدرس من المدرسين, using the two ways. If these مدرسين belong to the school, so one of the teachers of the school, I have to say واحد من مدرسي المدرسة. مدرسي المدرسة means the teachers of the school. Did you know something strange? The strange thing is that the noon at the end of the word مدرسين gets deleted. It goes away. It goes away. Why? Because it's an idafa with something else. And you have to know this for the motives of idafa, for the genitive construction, not for the motives of partitive. So you have to respect these rules in the partitive sentence that you're using, but it has, it belongs to another grammatical rule that you already have to have learned. What a horrible sentence I just made. So, to conclude. To conclude is, in order to make partitive, you have those two ways that I told you about. If the word in plural that you have belongs to something else, you need to remember to remove the N at the ending. Okay? So واحد من مدرسي, not مدرسين المدرسة. And مدرس من مدرسي المدرسة, not in. It goes away in إضافة when it belongs to something else. When there is nothing else afterwards, واحد من المدرسين, I'll keep the N because this مدرسين doesn't belong to something else. This is easy also to remember, but you have to go to the إضافة lesson in order to know it. Okay? This happens also, one last thing, this happens also in the dual. One of the two teachers of the school, واحد من مدرسة, it should have been مدرسان, but in this case you remove the N, you know it, واحد من مدرسة المدرسة. Or you can even say it E, even if it's dual or plural, so no problem. واحد من مدرسي المدرسة, مدرس من مدرسي المدرسة. I'm talking too quickly, but because I'm repeating what we have just said. One more thing and last thing, I promise, and it's a good thing because when it comes to feminine plural, there's no problem of this kind at all, because واحدة من مدرسات المدرسة, there's no N to remove. It ends with at, the plural, so no problem. You don't have to apply any إضافة thing. واحدة من مدرسات المدرسة or مدرسة من مدرسات المدرسة. The at stays, it has no problem. Females don't create problems. Males do. Alright, so I hope you have understood how to make the partitive in Arabic. You have homework. I want you to do these 3 or 4 sentences for me. I want you to translate them from from English to Arabic. Note, this is not an easy lesson. You have to already, in order to make these sentences, you have to have already learned a lot of grammar. The article, the singulars, the plurals, and the idafa. So you have like 4 or 5 things in grammar that you must have already learned in order to do this sentence. But remember, all these lessons I already taught you on YouTube for free. So you can go, watch the lesson, and come back and apply these sentences. We're going to make some more creative sentences and more complex sentences from now on, because we have already learned a lot of grammar. Now I want to apply that grammar that we learned into creating more and more sentences and speak more in Arabic. So now we have to speak. Alright, I hope you liked this lesson. I will be waiting for your homework here or on my Facebook page. I kiss you and I tell you see you in a foreign Arabic lesson. قلت لي مع السلامة. باي.